This woman thought she was coming to Quebec on a scholarship to earn a degree, but only after she arrived in Chicoutimi for school did she realize she was scammed.
I'm living like with the fear that, at any time I can get deported. This is not a life, but this is a nightmare. This is not a dream. My dream turned to a nightmare. This is not a dream anymore.
It's been nearly 2 years since Aminata flew from Benin, West Africa to Canada. She had an acceptance letter to a Quebec university in hand. In 2022, she connected with a consultant who she says positioned himself as someone who could help process her documents, apply to university, and apply for immigration applications on her behalf. That was a lie. She was never accepted to university, she did not have a scholarship, and her immigration papers were fraudulent and based off a falsified acceptance letter. She was scammed out of $7,000.
I was feeling like this is not true.
CBC is using a pseudonym to protect her identity because due to her falsified immigration papers, she is in Canada illegally. Aminata is speaking out with the hope the authorities can better support people who find themselves in a similar situation and hold scammers responsible.
Because I know that there is a lot of immigrants that are here in Canada and they are in the same situation as me, but they don't want to talk because they are fear to get deported. This is not their fault.
Aminata was not the only victim of this scam. We spoke with another woman, Fatim, who says the same man who positioned himself as a consultant took her money after she hired him to apply to universities on her behalf. After producing fake paperwork that gained her access into Canada, she says he disappeared. CBC News is also using a pseudonym to protect her identity because of the same concerns over her immigration status.
J'ai été très dépressive. Je me sens comme emprisonnée.
Her father sent the consultant thousands of dollars to help with the university application process. Fatim says she tried to keep the truth from him after her schooling fell through.
Il se sentait responsable du fait qu'il a mis sa fille dans le pétrin lui-même sans le savoir.
When her father found out what happened, Fatim says his health took a turn for the worse. He died December 2024, and Fatim couldn't get back home because if she left Canada, she might not be allowed back in. She says she now wants to build a life for herself here and also prove to Immigration Canada that this was truly not her fault. In 2023, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada said its investigations uncovered nearly 1,550 study permit applications linked to fraudulent letters of acceptance. These applications were intended for designated learning institutions, essentially a school approved to host international students. L'Université du Québec à Chicoutimi says 44 cases of fake admissions letters were identified by the Registrar's Office between June and December 2023. UQAC says they took the necessary precautions to advise the authorities when students arrived with a Quebec acceptance certificate and study permit that was issued based on a fake document. In the past few years, admissions letters containing irregular elements have been detected in several files, but overall, these situations remain marginal, according to Quebec's Ministry of Immigration, Francisation, and Integration. To act as an official immigration consultant, you must be recognized as such by the ministry. You can find a list of registered consultants on this site. The name of the consultant both women used is not on that list. Richard Kurland, immigration lawyer and policy analyst based in Vancouver, says the way things are, victims of immigration fraud often have little recourse.
This is a scam business. In addition to India, Africa is a favorite target. And people in Africa are less familiar with the Canadian University College systems, and especially the documentation that flows from our Canadian colleges.
CBC News contacted the man that Fatim and Aminata say scammed them. In a brief phone call, he denied allegations that he promoted himself as a facilitator for Canadian universities. He also denied having taken any money. CBC has not been able to reach him for follow-up questions or an interview. The phone number has since been deactivated.